Well, welcome to another edition of the Red Hot Mike. Welcome into this house. I appreciate you coming in one more time. I really do. Your presence is not taken for granted. As you come on in this house, come on in this house. It's the Red Hot Mike. Come on in this house because you know what? There's lions and tigers and bears and wolves out there. So you need to be careful. So come on in this house. This is the place to be so that we can learn, so that we can ruminate. We can learn to ruminate, elevate, and activate. Yeah, that's what we do here in this house at the Red Hot Mic. I am your host, G. Alfred Palmer, and I want to welcome you with the toast to you, the most of everything, most love, most peace, most joy, most everything you desire in life. You just got to come on in this house, out of that environment where there's lions, tigers, and bears. Toast to you. I appreciate you coming in. I'm grateful. You can see the ticker underneath the page. You see what the topic is. We're going to talk about the 12 steps to vision recovery, how to get your vision back. Now, here's why vision is so important. As we get a little groove going, this is why vision is so important. Because it is the picture for your life. It's the very thing that you're supposed to be doing. It's so important. Come on, rock with me. Yeah. Vision. We're going to talk about masculine vision tonight. 12 steps to masculine vision. Because the thing is this, we got so many guys that don't have any vision. And it's because of that you can't find that person to follow you, to help mold and make and share that vision that you have. So you need to have a vision. Believe me, if you have a vision, you have someone that be willing. She will be willing to come in alongside of you and help bring that vision into fruition. She'll do it because that's part of who she is. She's been looking for someone. Yeah, that's the problem. You haven't found a woman. You haven't found a woman. You have found a girl or you found females. But you have to find a woman. A woman is exactly the recipe for your life. And they're out there. There are women out there. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about 12 steps, gentlemen, to rediscovering your vision. Because it's because you have no vision that you can't find anybody that's going to come alongside you. But you can do that once you find vision. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about vision. Until then, we'll be right back.
In our current global climate, we're facing challenges never before experienced by this generation. Oppositions where no one seems to have clear directions or answers to the risks facing us. Confrontations like racial and gender unrest, political gerrymandering, toxic leadership, economic crisis, global pandemic, health threats, pre-existing medical conditions, isolation, boredom, and loneliness are driving people to desperation. As a result, people are confused, afraid, anxious, and perplexed, and they need answers to some tough questions and even tougher situations. They are looking into different outlets for answers to gain assurance and consolation. Some have drawn closer to the embrace of family, while others look more towards their friendships, education, and even religion. What we need is a fresh voice of truth and clarity, and not a stale religious echo from the past. There's a re-emerging voice on the horizon that isn't afraid to stand alone and give spiritual and mentally sound direction to a world searching for answers. G. Alfred Palmer offers a voice of sound human development and empowerment to those willing to hear. There's a need for new ideas to old principles, a perspective from a timeless origin, but with current vision, a thought leader who understands what it means to stand alone and speak truth when some are hard of hearing. But if you've been waiting to hear a voice that opens the gates of freedom and breaks the shackles of confusion to allow you to step forward into the dawning of a new and exciting future, then it's time to bridge the gap with Dr. G. Alfred Palmer. He is a dynamic speaker, thought leader, and entrepreneur, equipped to elevate, expand, and extend the development, empowerment, and leadership of his audiences. He stands ready to speak at your next event. His delivery is guaranteed to refresh, entertain, and transform. G. Alfred Palmer bridges the gap from uncertainty to the purpose, to passion, and leadership. Book him today for your next event, and you won't be disappointed.
Well, we're back. We're back. And I'm excited about you being here with me. Listen, I want to talk about first our candle of the evening, which we have been using for a little while now. I like it. It's called charcoal, and it's by a apothecary. I think is how you say it. And I really like the scent because it's a very clean scent. And so we like to burn a candle, and we do this uh, in memory of Mr. Kevin Samuels, who always had a scent for the evening. So we do this in memory of him, and we're going to do also our scent of the evening, which we also do in commemoration of Mr. Samuels. And like always say, I try not to get these candles or scents before, and well, at least the scents, the fragrances at least, until we come on the air, because I want to try them out with you. I think that music a little loud. Let me see if I can turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Trying to turn it down just a little bit. Well, I don't know if I turn my mic down. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if we can turn it down here. How about that? How about that? That way you can still hear me on the mic. But anyway, all right, here we go. This particular scent that we're going to look at or try tonight is called Prada Luna Rosa EDT. And Luna Rosa is a shy, or I should say sly, cool cologne featuring the cleansing coal fire of sage and spearmint with amaret, natural spicy spice, or I should say peppery spice, fresh lavender, crisp orange citrus, and tangy musk highlight this aromatic feel. And so it has, as its major notes, it has lavender, mint, bitter orange, sage, and musk. So I don't know. It sounds enticing. So we'll give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a very, very now I can smell the mint. Definitely can smell mint. And the thing is, to let it blend in with your natural body odor, And I like this scent because I do smell mint. Now I don't know if that's something that would bother you. I do smell lavender. A little hint of lavender gives it a slight undertone maybe of lavender, um, and a tinge even a small like a rush through of orange. This is a nice fragrance. This is a very very nice fragrance, and it talks about featuring the cleansing coal fire of sage. Now I'm not so familiar with sage, but I do smell a cleansing in it. So yeah, and the lavender is coming through along with the orange. This is a good fragrance. I think this is the kind of fragrance. I mean, you could wear this at a lot of different kinds of settings. I wouldn't wear. I think it's more of a social kind of um, scent. I wouldn't wear it in. Well, I mean, you can wear this anywhere. I like this. Anyway, that's our scent and our fragrance of the evening in commemoration of Mr. Kevin Samuels. All right, I um, I so much appreciate what Mr. Samuels has contributed in his time here, and it's because of that that I do what I do to remember him. Okay, now one of the things that I do that I really really look forward to is the answer wheel. Now we talked about the answer wheel before, and we're going to continue to talk about it, and we're going to continue to use it because I think the answer wheel provides us um, some answer to some questions, that comments that we are or queries that we have had, and we've been haven't been able to get a clear, concise answer about them. Before we go on, listen, I need you to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. Would you do that for me? Would you do that right now for me? I would very much appreciate it. And then I'm going to put down underneath the on the ticker. I'm going to put down our email address. I'm going to put down our Twitter address. And also, what I'm going to be adding our Patreon. I'm going to be adding our Patreon so that you can help us. You can get involved with what we're doing here. And what we'll do is we'll do some things for you relative to some of our materials that we have available on our website. We get discounts, and we will send, and we'll have other things that we were able to send to you as a result of being a part of our Patreon uh, platform. And again, there will be extra incentives for that depending on what level you come in at. Okay, the answer wheel. The answer wheel is very, very important because what the answer wheel gives us is it gives us a platform for us being able to answer questions, queries. You may have something that's really been bothering you that you can't get any answers to. And what we do is we use the answer wheel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the answer wheel. And what we do with the answer wheel is we allow the answer wheel, we give it a turn. And when we give the answer wheel a turn, what we do is we allow whatever answer it points to, we allow it to speak to our situation and to give us the answer that we're looking for. Now, the answers are ask a friend, yes, maybe, definitely, no way, or try again. Okay. So those are all the answers that the answer wheel provides. Now, somebody would say, well, this is the most bogus thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, if that's what you feel about it, then you're right. But you know what? Answers come in the most peculiar ways. We can't really, can we? We can't really say how answer is going to come. All we have to do is believe that it's going to come. And here's an opportunity, if you would, for you to get an answer to one of your most fixed questions. Maybe it's something that you need to do. Maybe it's something that you need to stop doing. Maybe it's someone that you need to see or someone you need to stop seeing. Maybe it's somewhere, something, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say that the answer wheel is going to give you some answers, and it'll stop on an answer. Okay, let's give it a whirl and see what we get. All right. It always hits my cup, and we can get that cup to you as well as a means of subscribing to the channel. We can make arrangements for you to be able to get that. All right, let's see what the answer wheel is going to tell us. And I want to thank you, whether you're watching this program on morning, noon, or night. So I want you to know how much we appreciate you being here. And look at this. I've never seen this happen before. The answer wheel is definitely not giving us, it's just swinging in the middle. It's never done that before. I've never seen it do that before. Maybe hitting the cup had something to do with it. Let's give it another whirl. All right. Just a little tap. And it's going around. Now, I'm trying to get everything in so you can see it. And it says, no way. Tonight's answer says, no way. No way. No way means not possible. So, whatever it is that you're going through, or whatever it is that you're uh, facing, no way. No way that particular thing, or no way should you do that particular thing. But it's definitely saying no way. Don't do that. Don't go in that direction. Right? Do not do it. No way. No way. It's not even saying no. It's saying no way. It's not possible. It's not possible. There is no logical, legal, or legitimate way to go in that direction. And if you were, there will be ramifications for it. There will be ramifications. See, so often we think that the universe doesn't supply us with answers, when in all actuality it does. It does give us opportunity to change our direction. It does give us an opportunity and speak to our situations. But most of the times we don't see it. We don't understand it. Okay? And in this situation, the universe is saying no way. I don't know what that situation is for you. When I first started this, I used to do it a different way until I got a check as to how to do it in a different manner. And so this is the manner to leave it open to you. Instead of me directing it, leave it open to you and what's going on in your life. You know better than anyone what's going on in your life. So here we get an opportunity through the answer wheel. We get an opportunity through the answer wheel to answer those particular questions. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, listen, I am so excited about tonight's topic. I really am. And here's why. So often, there are so many of us guys out there. We really don't have a vision for our lives. We really don't. We don't know what to do with our lives. We don't know what direction to go with our lives. We don't know what we should be pursuing. We don't know what we should be doing with our lives. We don't know if this job, which keeps us just over broke, is the way that we need to go, or maybe it's work. We need to find our work. Maybe we need to do that. But one thing I am convinced of is that vision gives your life direction. It gives your life the ability to have meaningfulness. It gives our life everything that we're looking for. And I tell people all the time, vision is purpose in picture form. I'll say it again. Vision is purpose in picture form. Vision is something that you see and you have been seeing for a long, long time, probably for the majority of your life. It's that picture right there. you can see it anytime during the day or night, but it's never left you and it never will leave you. But here's the thing about vision. Vision is never illegal. It never hurts community, culture, or clan. It doesn't hurt people. It benefits people because that's what we're here for, is to help people. But also, vision will help you. It will help you in every area imaginable. Productivity, it'll help you. Profitability, it'll help you. Prosperity, it will help you. Prominence, it will help you. Everything you're looking for, vision is the answer. Now, everyone has a different vision. Everyone has a different vision. But here's the thing, many of us have no idea what it is. So, what I want to do is to give you 12 steps, like a 12-step program. Many people who have gone through 12-step programs understand what I'm talking about. These steps are designed to help you in a direction of a more profitable lifestyle, whatever that is for you. So, what we want to do here, I like the music. I'm going to stop it though. What we're going to do here is we're going to address the 12 steps like as if it were a 12-step program. And if you want to continue in the 12-step meetings, you can come to our Gmail address at trhmgap@gmail.com. We'll have it on the ticker in a minute. Matter of fact, let me put it on there real quick. How's that? And we have all our information. I don't have the Patreon there. I will be adding that. So we'll have that in the description. But anyway, let's talk about these 12 steps because if you want to gain a better understanding of vision and how to recapture it or rediscover it, that's what we're going to talk about tonight, gentlemen. We're going to talk about masculine vision. Masculine vision, which is different than feminine vision or femininity vision or whatever you want to call it. But the bottom line is there's a masculine and feminine vision. Yours is as a boy, male or man, your vision is masculine. It determined everything about you. Your physical makeup, your design, your psychological makeup, everything about your cognitions, everything about you, your vision, your purpose has determined it for you. So we want to talk about that tonight. Now I'm going to make available. I'm going to be using my slides on my PowerPoint. I can make them available for you, or you can go back and you can view um, what I'm going to talk about, and you can copy it down as I talk about it. Up to you. But what I would probably do the next time is I'm going to include the PowerPoint in the um, broadcast so that you can see them. I should have did it this time, but time didn't allow me. I have so many irons in the fire, so many irons in the fire. You never imagine, but it's fine. It's all designed to help move and operate in my individual purpose. Now, like any 12-step program, there are some key characteristics that we have to identify. And the number one characteristic is this: there is a creator, and two, I'm not it, or you're not it. Okay, let's talk about you. Okay, there is a creator, and you're not it. And so, what this does is helps us to gain a better understanding of what the creator has in mind for you. This is a finished portrait of what your life should look like. What about that? How about that? A finished portrait of what your life is supposed to look like. And it doesn't have to be, because so many times people have changed directions and going in different directions. I like the music, so let me add the music to them. Let me add it and see if we can get it to continue without stopping. How about that? And so I can, because I really do like it. I do like adding that. Anyway, I'm hoping it's not interfering in my, because I haven't tested it with the microphone, but I'm hoping it's not too loud. Um, so this first step, step one, is to admit our powerlessness without vision. Gentlemen, you have to realize that without vision, you're not living life. Living life means that you're fulfilling purpose, and purpose is your vision. What is that vision? What is that thing that you see? Okay, that thing that you see is the very thing that you were sent here to do, to be. That picture, that video that continues to play and has played your whole life, but for some reason you can't and haven't been able to understand why you keep seeing that. Why is that important? And what does it mean? It means that that's what you're supposed to be doing. As long as it's lawful and it's legitimate and legal, and it doesn't hurt, harm, or um, hinder anyone else. To admit our powerlessness without vision. We're not, we don't have any power. Not real power, not power that's meant to change and transform a generation. Maybe that's not what you want, is to transform a generation. But even whatever it is that you want, with you need power to do that. Now some of us think that we can do it in ourselves because of our charisma or our education, or because of our economic social economic background, or even because of our gender or race. But believe me, those things help, but those things are not the most important aspect of how to fulfill your vision. It's not. It's not going to bring you the power that you need. The power that you need is in your vision. Seeing something. What is it that you see? Because that thing that you see is what's going to give you power in your life. It's not going to be any other the aforementioned things that I talked about. It's not. Okay? That's step one. That's step one. Step two is to admit that mindfulness of the creator could cause us to rediscover and to realize our vision. You hear that? You have to admit some things. You have to admit that the mindful, see, because the creator is full of mind, which means there was something in the creator's mind when you were created. There was a thought, there was an intentional idea when you were created. Now, there's a difference between being created, being formed, and being born. You were created first, then you were formed, and then you were born. Oh, yeah. And so we have to admit that the mindfulness that created all that has also the ability. My light flashed. Okay. And so we have to admit that the mindfulness of the creator, the mindfulness means that the creator is full of mind is full of everything, including the idea about you. And we have to come and admit that in us coming back to the creator could cause us to rediscover and realize that vision and the fulfillment of it and the meaningfulness of it. Yep. Yep. Your vision. You have one. Now, what is it? We're going to talk about it. Step three. Step three says made a searching inventory to ensure the necessary ingredients for obtaining vision and purpose are present. Listen, I've published a book and it's called the 20 it's called the Components of Purposeology. And in it we talk about vision. We talk about vision and we talk about the components or the ingredients for vision and purpose. We talk about the ingredients. There are specific ingredients that will help you find, locate, and bring into fruition that vision, that purpose that's different from anyone else's in the world. You're unique, but you have to make a searching inventory. What does that mean? What is a searching inventory? That means we have to be honest with ourselves, really brutally honest about what we have and what we don't have, pertaining to character defects, character flaws, shortcomings, or qualities, positive qualities, enhancements, right? All those things are ingredients. And so, what we have to understand is that the Creator has the ability to give us the information we need so we can make this searching inventory. So we can make this searching inventory. My light is acting up. That's step three. Step three. Made a searching inventory to ensure the necessary ingredients for obtaining vision are present. You have to be honest with yourself. Step four. Made a minded decision. See, there's a difference between mindfulness. See, because mindfulness means that that's the mind, the intended mindfulness of the Creator. Only the Creator has that. But it says here in step four, made a minded decision to turn our will over regarding vision to the Creator as we've come to know and understand. As we have come to know and understand. So, if you've ever heard anyone talk about 12-step program, this sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? That's intentional. That's intentional. Made a minded decision. That means that you made a determination. You made a determination through that inventory to turn your mind, and your emotions over, and everything else, your cognitions, your psychological aspects, philosophical aspects, your intellectual, every faculty that you have as an individual, you've turned them over regarding vision to the Creator, and the Creator will do some tremendous things in illuminating to you how to go about and do those things, that very thing that you're supposed to do. So often, and I found myself in this place where I was trying to find how to go about doing certain things. I didn't know how to bring them into fruition. And that's when I learned this step. I learned this step to make a decision to turn my will, not my will, but the will of the Creator, and to submit to the vision that I have for my life. Now I know this may sound a little religious to some folks. It may even sound a little off kilter. But the bottom line is, you've tried everything else. Has it worked? Really? If it's worked, why are you in the position that you're in? If it's working. So could this be? Could this be that no way that we were talking about earlier? That there's no other way. This is no, that other stuff that you've been doing, no way. But here's the opportunity. I found it in my own life that I had to turn my will, emotions, and all of the other areas of my life. I talk about 8 areas of life that has to be developed. And that's the 8 areas I'm talking about. You look at some of my other videos, you'll find out what those are. But the learn one of them is my emotions, my will over. Turn that and that's a mind a intentional decision, a confident decision that I'm turning it all over to the creator, and the creator is going to allow me to to do some things that I never imagined. Step 5. Step 5 is to admit to the creator and to others the need for vision to be revealed in our lives in order to live a meaningful and fulfilled life. So what we have to start doing is start talking about our vision, talking about vision, and talk about how important vision is, like what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing with you, gentlemen, that vision is most important in your life. It's not if you have if whatever you're doing, if it's outside of how you found it through vision and through purpose, it's the wrong thing. It's a function. It's a difference between a function and vision. There's a difference between operation and vision. You can do things, and you can do things that are good. But just because you're doing things and operating in a certain way doesn't mean it's the right thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? And so that's what's important. When we express a need for something to the creator and to others, those that are important, talking about, have you ever talked about, thought about what vision means? And to begin to talk with people about vision and to commune with the creator about vision. And as you do that, it'll change your life. Step 6 is to be entirely ready to eradicate anything that separates you from your vision. You have to get rid of anything or anyone that's not in line with vision. But that's not a fearful proposition. You know why? Because just as sure as you get rid of some of those things, there will be things or people that will come, and there will the right things and the right people in the place of those things that you eradicated. But you have to be ready to do that. Now, I have to say this. For my own life, this was scary because when you let go what you thought was right, when you let go what you thought was good, when you let go what you know, just because of your familiarity with it, because of you've had it for so long, and because you've had it for so long and you're familiar with it, it's become a part of you. And to let go of you is really, really tough. I remember years ago, I had what people call dreadlocks. I wanted the dreadlocks, but I didn't like them being called dreadlocks because I told people when they called them dreadlocks, I would tell them there's nothing dreadful about my locks. And so when I had those locks, there came a place and a point in my life where some changes took place. And if you see my hair now, I don't have locks. I have braids, but I don't have locks. And so you have to separate yourself. You have to make some decisions. Now, when I did cut off those locks, there was a visceral response. I felt it emotionally. I felt it. Because there was an emotional attachment to them. And so when you let go of some of these things, it's going to hurt. When you eradicate some of the things that separate you because of your familiarity of it and you're used to it being a part of your life, it's going to be difficult. But it's necessary for you to go to the next step and recapture your vision for your life. Step 7, to humbly seek the guidance of the creator, to navigate through life, to maximize vision, and to eliminate anything that would hinder, harm, or hurt the realization of your vision. And so that's humbly seeking. Now, guidance from the creator comes in a myriad of different ways. But one thing that you have to understand is this: the frequency is always the same. The frequency is always the same. Now, I know that may sound funny, frequency. The frequency is always the same. If you want to learn some more about that frequency, you need to come over to this Purpose Sphere, our other YouTube station, and we talk about things like frequency. We talk about it from a different perspective, from a more spiritual perspective. So if you want to learn more about frequency, because frequency is very, very important, but we have to humbly seek guidance, direction, help, assistance from the Creator to navigate through life. Navigate through life to maximize this vision that we have. We need access. We need proper access to the people, places, and things to bring about the fruition of our vision. Now, understand this vision is to help other people. You're here to help others, not for yourself. Anybody that's here for themselves and think that this is all about them becoming famous will become infamous, because you're not here to be served, but to serve. What are you here to serve? Your vision. Sir, you're here to serve your vision. And your vision is not for your family. When I say your family, I'm not talking about your wife and your children. It's for those that are outside of your immediate family. It's about those in your community and in your culture and your clan. Clan is not your direct um, family member. It means the people under your influence. Maybe it's your job, a social group, or some organization, or somewhere that you're involved with people, and they're involved with you. That's a clan. Whether that's socially, professionally, whatever perspective it is, it's a part of who you are sent to reveal vision to. You want to maximize vision, sir. You want to maximize vision. We need you to maximize vision. We need what you have. Everyone needs what you have. And sure, don't worry about it. No product ever comes to provide a service and is not taken care of. Everything the product needs to be successful, it possesses. So do you. So whatever you're looking for, it's there. It's there. Don't be don't be um, afraid. It's there. Okay. Step 8. Moving right along here. To write down vision as revealed to ensure compliance. It's important that you write your vision down. Why? There's a lot of reasons for it. And look at your life. It gives a clear example of as to why. What happened was you had this vision even as a child, and you're probably more closely and more intimately attached to it when you were young. When you were young, that vision was more alive to you than it was ever alive. Because if we were to ask you, what is it that you see? What is it that, and we ask that question by, what is it that you want to be when you grow up? Because that's what we're asking you. What do you see? And they say, I want to be this or that or this. But yet we say, oh man, that's great. That is so great to want to be that. There's a reason for that. It's a reason for that idea. It's a reason for that picture. But what happened through life? Everything got piled on top of that vision. And it became more and more difficult to see. Your education, school, your community, your culture, society, religion, your parents. Everything got put on top of it till almost that vision was distorted, undefinable, undiscernible. And so you didn't, and you lost it. And so here's how you can rediscover it. I've given you 7 steps, and this is step 8, writing it down. Because when you write it down, what writing it down does is it allows you to stay connected with it. No matter what happens, it allows you to stay connected with it, and allows you to continue to walk in compliance with it. In other words, it allows you to establish barriers, limitations, to define the difference between that which is good and that which is right, to forsake good for doing what's right, because your vision is what's right, and it's good, because right is always good, but good is not always right. I've said that a time and time before. I'll say it again. Right is always good, but good is not always right. Now, what is it? What are you saying? Right is always good, but good is not always right. It sounds like you're contradicting. It's not contradictory. Right is going to be profitable. Right, right is always going to be profitable. But the thing that you choose that's not connected with purpose, it may be profitable, but it may not be the right thing for you. It may not be the right thing for you. So that's why it's important to find that the thing that's right. So writing it down allows us to establish what's right and to differentiate it from good. Step 9, to share your vision with those that wish to assist in the fulfillment of it. Now, what does that mean? Some people say, you should not you should not speak out. Only certain. No, no, no. No one can stop your vision. My vision is this. You want to know what my vision is? My vision is to help people to rediscover their individual purpose, to find out why you were born and what you're supposed to be doing with your life. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So when we talk about sharing it, you should share your vision, because some people will come alongside to help. Some people have the yin to your yang relative to vision. And so it's important for you to tell people what your vision is, if you know what your vision is. And if you don't, I'm sharing with you how to do it now, how to get it. To continue to keep vision and purpose as the most important issue of your life, you've got to hold on to that vision and make it the most important thing. Why is it the most important thing? It's because it's the reason that you're here. It's the most important thing because it's the reason why you're born. If every listen, there's almost 7.5 to 8.5 billion people on the planet. If everyone were to find their vision and to bring that vision into fruition, I believe we would be living in a utopia. Understanding that vision is not something that hurts, harms, or hinders, but it helps, it enhances, and it uplifts, right? So we have to continue to keep this as the most important thing. It is. I've heard, I've been given information concerning people that grew up with me, and people who have transitioned and left this life, um, and they left this life, I believe, prematurely, but prematurely because of our lack of finding purpose, fulfilling vision. Vision will lengthen your life. Any product that's on the market that has profitability to the company stays on the market because it is useful. And even with that, the company will enhance the product Give it upgrades, right? You'll get upgrades, enhancements as you continue to provide vision, purpose, viability, and value to your community, culture, and clan. So continue to keep vision, purpose as the most important thing because it is. That's step 10. Step 11, to maintain conscious contact with the Creator relative to how to fulfill this vision throughout life. Never take anything for granted and start trying to be a one trick pony, but to look and to observe open doors and opportunities and step through them when they are presented to you. But you have to to do that. You have to maintain conscious contact, conscious contact, conscious contact with the Creator. You have to do that. And as you do that, things will become apparent to you and what you're supposed to do next. That is important. That is important. And then lastly, the last step, step 12, is to carry the truth of vision to others and to show them how they too can rediscover their vision or purpose for life. See, so now it becomes important to share. Why? As we share it, what happens is people begin to fulfill their particular area that they're supposed to be assigned to. And what we do is we cure the ills of our community, culture, and clan. And we continue to build and build and build till we have a utopia, a place where everyone is 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 meaningful and doing something to help others. They're serving others and not serving themselves. Anyone that's looking to serve themselves or looking for you to serve them have not found purpose, have not found vision. They haven't found it. Anyway, that's it. That's it for this session. So, regardless of when you're watching this broadcast, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, or in the wee hours of morning, I don't know. But I want to say this to you, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I want to invite you. I want to invite you to become a part of a revolution. We need a revolution. And we need a revolution of masculine vision. We need a revolution of men, males, and boys seeing something and understanding what it means, what they see, and understanding that what it means, or to be able to go to a place or to find someone that can help you better understand that vision. That's what we do, but not here on the other station, purpose sphere. It talks about the sphere of purpose, and it's more in depth than what we do here. I want to put it here and say to you that vision will affect you psychologically, intellectually, cognitively, mentally, philosophically, intellectually. There's two more, whatever. I can't think of it's two more. But in every area of your life, it will affect you in every area of your life. And it will help to change the world. You are a world changer. Sir, you are a world changer. And I want to invite you to become a part. That's what's going to be our group. Men that are interested in becoming a part of our masculinity vision group, we're going to call you world changers. If you want to be a part of the world changers, email me and say that I want to be a part of the world changers. The email is being tickered tickered underneath the screen. Or you can contact me, 301-875-1218, and and text me. Just text me and just say world changer. I want to be a world changer. I want to be a world changer. I want to be a world changer. 301-875-1218. I want to be a world changer. Text that to me, and we'll get you connected on how you can become the world changer that will change your community, culture, and clan and add value to that place in everywhere you go. Well, that's it. That's it for tonight. Listen, I need you to subscribe to this channel. Like, share this with someone. Share it. Share it with your those people that are important to you. If you have sons, brothers, uncles, any male, boy, or man that's important in your life, you should be sharing this, ladies. Gentlemen, you should be sharing it too. You should be sharing it with your sons and your nephews, right? Your cousins, right? You should be sharing it with those because this is important. How to recapture vision. Because once you recapture vision, the other piece is feminine vision, which is connected to masculine vision, and it's important. And that's how you'll find that it's special someone that's going to help you and be your helpmate and going to be help commensurate for you bringing your vision into fruition. Well, that's it for tonight, today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching. And I want to say to you, I'm hoping that this was profitable for you. I'm hoping that it's profitable for you. And so the next time we come together, we're going to talk a little bit more about masculinity, and vision. I'm your host, G. Alpha Palmer. Until the next time, peace.